Right, I will talk about chain rule today. I will explain how to do it, but I'm not going to explain why this happens in this way, because I haven't taught you the differentiating the first principle yet, so that I can't really explain the reason why this works. But don't worry. When we can go back to school next time, that is the first thing we are learning. Okay. But before that, this without learning chain rule, you can't pass. You can't get achieved for the exam. So I want you to get used to it, and then eventually you will understand why this works in this way. Okay. So the first step is identifying the inside function and outside function. Okay. If you can identify inside function, let's say inside function is gx, okay, and outside function is fx. So, and another word that I'm going to use is derivative. Okay, so if you see fx, derivative of fx is basically differentiated that function f dash x. So derivative of y is y dash. Okay, derivative. Right. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. For this example here, right? So inside function is this one. Okay. Outside function is bracket to the power of 7. Okay. So that means inside of the bracket there is another function inside. Okay, so the inside function and outside function. So the outside function is to the power of 7, and the inside function is x squared plus 5x. I don't think it's super hard, eh? Let's talk about the first question. Can you identify inside function, which is gx? Let's say gx. Inside function as 2x squared minus 3x plus 1, isn't it? Okay, 2x minus 3x plus 1. 2x squared here, alright? And what about outside function? Yes, fx is to the power of 5. So that I just put x to the power of 5. Okay? 5, okay. So that means that, yeah, inside function and outside function. I just want to talk about a little bit deeper level for this question, okay? So if this one, if x equal x to the power of 5, isn't it? So what we are doing is if gx. So because inside function is gx and the outside function is fx. So that means if bracket 2x2 minus 3x plus 1, it's gonna be this one, isn't it? Okay, we are putting that function instead of x to the power of 5. So this one is gonna be to the power of 5 here, and the inside is 2x2 minus 3x plus 1, like that. Hope it does make sense for you. Right, I clear all of them first, and then I would like you to identify what is inside function and what is outside function. So for this one, you could say outside function is fx, which is 1 over x to the power of 2. But do you remember when you are finding derivative, which is differentiate 1 over x to the power of 2, how did you do that? we always change this form into powers form, wasn't it? Okay, so that you can differentiate easily. Negative 2 and x to the power, and then take 1 away from negative 2, which is negative 3. Okay, so the outside function should be x to the power of negative 2, and the inside function is 3x minus 2. Okay, the last question for this one. Okay, so this one is also square root is an outside function, but if you see this y equal square root x, how did you differentiate this function? You differentiate this one differentiate this one by changing the form of this one, wasn't it? This is a sign where you use powers form, which is x to the power of what gives you square root x. Half, wasn't it? So that if you differentiate half x, x to the power of half, it's gonna be half is in front, then x to the power of half take away 1 is negative 1 half, wasn't it? Okay? So that means the outside function we better write in this way, x to the power of half. And the inside function gx is 3x minus 2. Okay? So as long as you can identify outside function and inside function, you can use chain rule easily. Okay? Right, so in the next slide, you will figure out how to use a chain rule. But then the first slide here, as you need to understand how to identify outside function and inside function. Right, let's go next. Yep. So I will talk about this one is how it works, and then this is really important concept as well. So I will talk about it when we go back to school. Okay, so don't worry about this part now, but I will talk about this this part today. Okay. Right. Yep. So I will show you how to use chain rule and differentiate this one by chain rule. I know you guys can differentiate this function by expanding this function and then differentiate individually. But it takes really long time, and then it creates mistake, isn't it? And then you don't want to do that because it's too much. So then now we can use chain rule. Yeah, okay. Chain rule, as we can if you identify that outside function, which is fx is x to the power 3, isn't it? Okay, and then gx is 2x plus 4. Okay. So first, if you can identify outside and inside, you differentiate outside function first, and then times by differentiate inside function second. Okay, so what you do is you recognize the outside function, which is to the power of 3, isn't it? Right, so if you differentiate this one, you put 3 in front and then take 1 away from 3, so this is 2, isn't it? Okay, then you copy inside function here. Okay, then times by now you differentiate the inside function, and then you write this one, derivative of inside function, which is 2, isn't it? Right, and then 2 times 3 is 6, so 6 bracket 2x plus 4 to the power of 2 is the answer for this one. Okay, So I will show you the answer for this example. But before you start watching it, I would like you to try it first. Okay, so if you can stop the video and then try it first, and then that would be great. Okay, right. So I will show you the answer now. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I just forget about this one. Right, outside function is x to the power of 3. Right, 3 then. This one is an outside function, and then gx is 3x2 minus x minus 2, isn't it? Okay. So if you differentiate this one, do you remember what to do first? Differentiate outside function. Okay, this one. So 3 in front and then bracket. Inside function doesn't change, but outside function is differentiated. Okay, like that. So derivative of outside function, and then we copy the inside function inside. Yeah. Then times by what do? Derivative of inside function, which is 3x. And so if you differentiate g, what's going to happen? 2 times 3 is 6x and minus 1, right? So 6x minus 1. Then I don't usually, we try to avoid times to write, because you can get rid of times, isn't it? So the answer is right, 3 bracket x to the power of 3x to the power of 2, take away x minus 2 to the power of x, not to the power of 2, bracket x minus 1 is the answer. You don't have to expand for level 3. Okay, this is the answer. This is how you do it. Okay, I think that's about it. So that if you can work on the workbook, which is page, I think, chain rule is 91. Yeah, so 92, then more like 93 and 94. That would be great. And then I just want to tell you that oh yeah, 94 is could be hard for you, because I haven't taught you how the way of writing that. So that would be great if you can complete page 93. Okay, right, see you later.